Now, I don't know how you feel about WikiLeaks and Julian Assange, but I think he's a hero and he's doing the Lord's work by exposing crimes committed by our country. Not only against other countries, but crimes committed against ourselves by our own government. So, and of course, Chelsea Manning, Private Manning, is paying the price for that, right? Edward Snowden also revealed us. By the way, the WikiLeaks, none of it was top secret info, right? It was all this low level stuff that Chelsea Manning was able to get. And then Edward Snowden, who had a higher clearance, got us even more stuff, which is why he's in Russia. So a lot of people also have we have a drone list. So Barack Obama has a kill list. So he gets up every morning and he has to okay on the who are we trying to kill today? Who are we going to assassinate? And a lot of times, and sometimes, it's American citizens, and that's unconstitutional if you kill someone without a trial. See, we're supposed to arrest people and stuff like that, but we're just drone bombing them. We end up killing lots of innocent people. But
that list is on the fridge next to
on the fridge.
Sasha and Malia's, childhood drawings and stuff.
So, yeah, you can't. So we blow people up when we kill people with the drone, like innocent people. It's just an oopsie. So that makes it okay. That makes it okay. Wow. And so now a lot of people have been saying they want to kill Julian Assange, right? Here I'll give you here's just some of the people. I don't know who put this together, but some of the people who have said they wanted to kill Julian Assange in America. Here are just some of those people.
High-tech terrorists.
Cyber terrorists.
Information terrorism.
Shut it down.
We're going to hang you.
Use a drone or something.
A bullet in the brain.
Illegally shoot the son of a...
Information warfare is warfare. And Julian Assange is engaged in warfare. Information terrorism, which leads to people getting killed, is terrorism. And Julian Assange is engaged in terrorism. He should be treated as an enemy combatant. WikiLeaks should be closed down permanently and decisively.
Should the United States do something to stop Mr. Assange?
We're looking at that right now. The Justice Department is taking a look at that. I would argue that it's closer to being a high-tech terrorist than the Pentagon Papers.
This disclosure.
Just once again, remember, they call him a terrorist. They can't point to one person who's been killed because of his revelations. They can't point to one thing that's gone wrong because of him revealing the crimes our country, our government is committing. That's what he's doing. That's what this is about. And again, we got to call him an enemy combatant. That way we don't have to give him rights. And he doesn't get to try his case in a court of law in America. If we call him an enemy combatant, we send him to Guantanamo. No rights. It's an enemy combatant. Here we go.
Is not just an attack on America's foreign policy interests. It is an attack on the international community.
The head of WikiLeaks is not a particularly credible source in my mind. He is in my mind, he's a criminal, and he ought to be hunted down and grabbed and put on trial for what he has done here.
Unlike the people who, invaded another country, killed hundreds of thousands of people on lies, wars, and then ordered war crimes, none of those people should be grabbed. None of the people who ordered torture should be grabbed. None of those people, like, I don't know, you, your boss, the people, your best friends, those people. But this guy run around telling the truth. Ugh, out there spreading truth everywhere.
I think the man is a high-tech terrorist. He's done enormous.
Assange.
Yeah. He needs to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, and if that becomes a problem, we need to change the law.
Well, I think Assange should be assassinated, actually. I think Obama should put out a contract and maybe use a drone or something.
You don't want to act panicked and have the
Well, you don't have to act panicked. You can act tough and say, if we catch you, we're going to hang you.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
We heard some of that from Holder.
Julian Assange is a cyber terrorist in wartime. He's guilty of sabotage, espionage, crimes against humanity. He should be killed.
How is it that the WikiLeaks guy remains free? Back in the old days when men were men and countries were countries, this guy would die of lead poisoning from a bullet in the brain, and nobody would know who put it there.
The way to deal with this is pretty simple. We got special ops forces. I mean, a dead man can't leak stuff. This guy's a traitor, a treasonous, and he has broken every law of the United States. The guy ought to be, and I'm not for the death penalty, so if I'm not for the death penalty, I only want to do it, illegally shoot the son of a
It's time that the Obama administration treats WikiLeaks for what it is, a terrorist organization whose continued operation threatens our security. Shut it down. Shut it down. It is time to shut down this terrorist organization, this terrorist website, WikiLeaks. Shut it down, Attorney General Holder.
Now, you know that America is the biggest terrorist organization in the world, just so you know, all right? And that's not hyperbole, all right? So we cause more, we'll kill more innocent people, cause more. Our drone program, Chomsky calls the biggest terrorist program the world has ever, right now going on in the world, is our drone program. It's a terrorist program. So, so there you go. So is there any more of these people? No, that was it. That's from WikiLeaks, actually. So WikiLeaks did that. Oh, what did they say? Oh, look at that. There you go.
Nice to see him using an old-timey typewriter, too.
Yeah, I like that. So that's WikiLeaks put that together. And the reason I bring, first of all, that's horrible. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Right? That's in America. Again, what would you say about the Pentagon Papers? What would you say about the guy who did that? Would you go, oh...
Terrorist.
He's a terrorist.
Washington Post was a terrorist organization.
Yeah.
For publishing those Nixon stories.
Yeah, and...
this bloodlust. This
Bernstein and Woodward, those guys are terrorists. We should get lead poison those guys. Shoot them right in the head. This is what America's come to. This is what it's come to. We're in the middle of illegal wars, and you're upset at the people exposing them? You're not upset at the people who are causing and ordering illegal wars or ordering war crimes to cover it up. You're not upset at the people who are crashing our economy and ripping off pensions and throwing veterans out of their own houses while enriching themselves. You're not mad at any of the criminal stuff that's happening in them. What you're upset about is the guy who exposes the criminal corruption, which shows me once again, my theory, America is a country full of adult children of alcoholics, right? What does that mean? We don't get mad at the alcoholic. We get mad, oh, he's a good guy. We don't get mad at the guy doing stuff to us. We get mad at the guy who exposes the guy. The guy who comes by and says, hey, your dad's a drunk. Shut up. Hey, you know, your family's got problems. Shut up. That's how it works in alcoholic families, right? The asshole is embraced, and the person who points out someone who's being the asshole is shunned. And that's what's happening right here at a mass scale. And these are people who are supposed to be on TV giving us news. So why do I bring this up?